The idea to make banana cream cake came to me suddenly out of nowhere, so who am I to say no to fate? My name is Sandra and I make quite simple but quite delicious desserts on this channel. And I'm telling you, this banana cream cake is like a cloud, but also has a striking accent, which is caramelized bananas. To achieve that kind of texture, I chose a foam method for the cake layers. Beat room temperature eggs with salt and sugar for several minutes, until they triple in volume and become this thick foam. By the way, foam method cakes don't like to wait, therefore make sure you prepared and measured all the ingredients before beating eggs, as well as prepare the pan and preheat your oven. It's important to sift flour for this recipe. Even if the packaging says pre-sifted, don't believe them. Baking powder. Now add dry ingredients a little at a time, gently fold them in. Then vegetable oil of your choice, add it to hot milk and mix those in by small portions, stirring slowly. Batter is still really airy. I'm using a single tall pan set for 7 inches, no grease needed here. If using a regular pan, place a parchment circle on the bottom. You're going to need a tall pan if baking in one, as sponge cakes rise a lot. 35 minutes of baking at 160 Celsius or 330 Fahrenheit until toothpick is dry and clean. Remember not to open the oven while baking a foam method cake sooner than 30 minutes in. Caramelized bananas are pretty easy to make. Take a thick bottom saucepan or skillet, melt sugar on it in a thin layer on lower heat. Stir when almost fully melted and add some butter. Cook bananas for a couple minutes and chill completely. Almost forgot about the salt. Add it to your taste from a pinch to quarter teaspoon, I guess. Talking about frosting, I really wanted something light, not overly sweet, and banana-y, obviously. Custard seemed like a perfect choice here. Believe me, it takes less than 10 minutes to make. Take a medium-sized saucepan, add butter, add banana slices. Cooking them with butter will enhance flavor and make it less grassy. In a separate bowl, mix cornstarch and sugar with salt. Combine, then add eggs and whisk together. Pour some regular milk into cooked bananas to bring the temperature down a little, then add egg mixture and smooth with an immersion hand blender. The rest of the milk, and all we have to do now is cook it on low-medium heat until it bubbles. Stir actively when it gets hot, use a spatula for scraping sides, and whisk to get rid of lumps. Now custard base has to cool completely in the fridge. In the meantime, cake looks very good. practically even all over, not much enough elevation in the center. Remove from the pan, and when it's completely room temperature, wrap it in some plastic cling and let sit for a couple hours in the fridge to avoid excessive crumbling. And a little hack to slice cake into even layers. Make your cuts all along and put a regular thread around it. Cross it and pull. There you have perfectly sliced cakes without any additional appliances. The final step of making custard or diplomat cream is whipping cream. Add some vanilla extract to it and beat until soft peaks. I like how those dark banana specks look like vanilla beans. Stir custard base and then incorporate it in small portions on low speed. When all the components ready, we can assemble a cake. Soak your layers in milk. Foam method cakes have incredible flavor, but they need moisture. It took me about 3/4 of a cup for all 3 of them. Let your cake sit in the fridge for at least 4 hours before serving. This is me showing that you don't necessarily need acetate film. Parchment will do just fine here. Some plastic on top and optionally an adjustable pan to keep the cake straight. But this isn't mandatory. I'm slicing this cloud here. I might have as well done it with a fork, honestly. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time!